One ancient city in Ethiopia, which dates back to the 10th century, became a state of fascination for archaeologists, even though researchers did not have the ability to conclude that a race of giants lived there, as the locals believed. They nevertheless have determined that the region was at one time a centre of a thriving civilization. The legends of the giants are prevalent. The most popular giant comes from the Old Testament Goliath. In the Greek mythology, giants are known as gigantes, and in Indian mythology as daityas. Are these only a product of the wild imagination of our ancestors, or is at the heart of every legend a grain of truth, like they say there is? This question for ages appeared once and again in eastern Ethiopia, where giants once lived, according to the locals. For years, the locals were discovering Chinese coins as well as old pottery. Additionally, they have found huge building stones which were not capable of being moved by humans without the use of modern machinery. This also leads to the belief that just giants had the potential to move them. For about 2 years, one team of British archaeologists that was led by Timothy Insall, who is a professor at the University of Exeter in the UK, were searching the site for artifacts. But were they actually motivated by a hypothesis of giants, as well as a possible revolution in the archaeological knowledge? We still do not know, but the artifacts which were found by the local people were actually enough to attract the researchers. Professor Timothy Insall said, "The locals were extremely keen for us to solve the mysteries. The farmers were finding some strange objects, which include Chinese coins, while working on their land, and a legend stated that the area was home to giants. Unluckily, to the sad realization of the people, there was no proof of giants found by the team of archaeologists," Professor Insall added. "Obviously we have discovered that, but I am still not sure that they fully believe us yet. Some of them said that the bodies which we discovered were of the children of giants." However, the expedition did not end without some interesting discoveries. The team of professors found a 12th century mosque, as well as evidence of Islamic burials and headstones. Also, they have found jewellery, pottery from as far as China and the Maldives, as well as some coins from 13th century Egypt. Such findings actually indicate an important ancient trading city, which is connected with the Gulf and Egypt, as well as India and Middle Eastern cities throughout Africa. As the BBC reported, Professor Insall said, "This is a discovery which revolutionises our understanding of trade in the neglected part of Ethiopia. What we actually found shows that this area was simply the centre of trade in that area. So does this prove that the Anunnaki all traded together? This proves that all them civilizations were in an alliance, if you like, against the Hebairu. Even though it looks like they have yet to prove the existence of giants, there is still the question of whether the researchers have dug enough. A lot of cultures, as well as their legends, that were separated by vast oceans, similarly indicated that there were giants once living on Earth, and the different megalithic monuments also suggest their existence in the past. What is the truth and what is going to be revealed in the future that comes? The finding of some rich cosmopolitan city in Hala is for sure quite a find, and proves that the Anunnaki civilizations traded together and was allied.